Pandavas and Kunti Devi are setting out to this city at the right time. They are in a certain form. Is that form present? Because the sage Vyasa has said that you must go there in that form. Everyone has gone in that form. During those times, they will be watched over very carefully. Every day there is a feast in different houses. Look at how they are being served. Each and every day, the ascetics residing in that city provide a truly wonderful, sumptuous, and delightful feast. They do not know that these are the 5 Pandavas. They do not know that Kunti is the mother of the 5 Pandavas. They are in the form of ascetics. They provide them food every day. One day they go to a feast at one house. The feast is happening very chaotically there. Everyone has eaten well. The Pandavas took a little rest. The child also took a little break. The lady of the house served food to everyone, then gave food to her husband and children, and went to her room to rest. Now Kunti is lying down, but she is not sleeping. In our village, a wailing sound is heard. We can clearly hear a distinct wailing sound coming from the room next to us. Why is it that the lady who served us food is in the next room and crying? Now Kunti has gotten up and gone to see what the reason for the crying is. There indeed that woman's husband is crying while holding his 2 children on his lap. Sitting nearby, that woman is also crying. Isn't there any food for the child? Is there no food in the house? If someone had helped us even a little at some point, we need to extend a hand to them in their sorrow. That is what Bharat teaches. We will manage whatever you do for the house. We won't worry about that. If you ask, we can manage the food for the house. Today you are asking if I am a great truth teller, or a descendant of the great Arichandra. She is in some kind of trouble. Out of fear, we are stuck in this house. Cut off his sorrow. Oh, mother, I am crying. Father, I have told you something. In this forested area, there is a demon known as the terrible Bakasura. Do you know what he will do? He will come from the forest into this place where we can live. He will catch many people and just swallow them whole. Flesh and blood are what he desires the most. Then we all decided to fall at the feet of Bakasura, Father. If you come to the place where we can exactly live and catch all those people like this, where will we go? You are hungry, right? So we all will come together and send you delicious food every day in a cart. You take it and eat. If Mahasuran says just cooked grain food isn't enough for me, I also want meat. Bakasuran asked what you are going to do. Then all of us in that area came together and said, not only sending delicious food in a cart, we also said that we will send a person to your house with meat. This is a promise. From that day until today, without fail, every day food will be sent to him in a cart, and a person will be sent from a specific house. Before you eat, before you eat, before you eat, do you know why we are crying today? Tomorrow, I must send my son for something. I have a daughter, a son, and a daughter who can get married to another house. We have only one heir this year, and I told him he is Bagasuran. In our last days, who cried saying, "Oh, who is our child?" Is there such a test in this house where the husband and wife have been looking after and hosting? When Kunti thought, she said, "Oh, mother, don't worry. There is no Bagasuran. No matter how many Bagasurans come, he remains as the son of the wind. Yes, my son. No one is an ordinary person, not Bhima. That Bhima will take care of this Bagasuran. Don't worry. My son Bhima is equal to Anjaneya. Kunti says he will take care of Bagasuran. Don't worry. Because my children are filled with good qualities, the fourth train will soon be available for those who have come to the country. We will not help you by serving food. Don't worry. My son Bhima will take care of it. Saying Bakasuran, you should start preparing various dishes as soon as you wake up tomorrow. Now they have prepared various dishes. Is that enough? Now Bhima is driving a vehicle towards the place where Bakasuran is. Oh no, from our house, if that boy is not sent, Bakasuran, you shouldn't worry if you do anything. Those who trust my son will never suffer. Which Kunti. Now, the food has left in the vehicle, and I will be back right away. If you ask where this Bakasuran is, he is likely to be near the banks of the Yamuna River. If they stop the vehicle now, they will stop and look. We need to see where he is. He is in a cave. Do you know how I was in that cave? These meat bones are piled up like evening twilight. What? One person has beaten and cursed two people all this time. The bones of a human were piled up like a mountain. That cave is not there. He is lying on top of those 7 waiting for food. He is walking around here and there, lamenting that the food has been delayed. Finally, he came out of the cave saying that the food hasn't arrived. When he came out, he saw a cart parked. It was completely filled. A man was sitting in it, turning around and eating. Okay, looking at it, he didn't eat. His backside was turned towards the smell, and all the food brought in the cart is there. Eat. I am here right now truly suffering from hunger. If someone is eating, Bakasuran will come and stab them in the neck. If he stabs, it will be like breaking the bones of Bhima's neck. There is no filth at all. Yes, he is eating. What a big deal. He is rolling and rolling it into his mouth, the Brahmin. He was very carefully and precisely holding the sword to stab his neck and back. Without any hesitation, he finished eating the food and left a large and juicy apple. Who is truly the Brahmin? A terrifying powerhouse. If Bakasuran stabs him with all his strength, Bhima will hit him with both of his strong hands. Both of them entangled their legs, one hitting the other on the head, crashing. Chests together, colliding, shoulders, pulling trees to hit each other, throwing stones at one another. A brutal fight. In the brutal fight, Bhima crushed Bakasuran with all his strength and might. Not only did he crush him with his legs, but as soon as he fell down, Bhima twisted his legs, folded his knees, and sat on him, twisting his neck. The great demon's twisted neck is pouring out poison. The head is turned to the other side. They took the headless trunk, placed it on a cart, and brought it directly to the cremation ground. While burning at the cremation ground, they went to a beautiful pond nearby and enjoyed a nice bath. After bathing, they set off directly to the ground. Everyone came to know about the news of Bakasuran's defeat. Kunti blessed her son and looked at her other sons, saying, "As long as this Bhima is here, you said that no suffering would come to you in life. Now, if I say that after providing food in that house and looking at that woman, did you hear what I said? You said that no one could indeed equal the incredible prowess of my children in the previous world. Now, the entire village has truly celebrated Bhima, and everyone feels that their suffering has absolutely vanished. They cleaned the village beautifully, using fragrant substances to spread a delightful aroma throughout. We can see that the Pandavas and Kunti thanked each other gratefully and warmly. Thus, the Pandavas, who wiped away the suffering of the people living in that wonderful victory secret, remained there. A brother who could live in that place brought a message. What is that message, you ask? Is the daughter of the king of Panchala, Draupadi, perhaps indeed going to have a Swayamvara? The Swayamvara is about to take place. Aren't you all setting out to witness it? As soon as asked, the 5 Pandavas, along with the child, are coming to Panchala to see the Swayamvara. They are on their way, creating quite a stir. Wow. On the shore of the Maruka River, there is a sage. They are coming to the ashram of that ascetic sage. They are setting out in disguise to the place where the Swayamvara is going to take place. On their way, they meet Vyasa once again. He said, "Set out for Panchala without any delay, not even for a day. You can rest at night and set out the next day. Don't think about it. Travel without considering day or night. Quickly go to Panchala and participate in the Swayamvara. The reason is that tomorrow, Draupadi's Swayamvara is going to take place. That is what the king has announced, This news is not only related to that wealth, even Vyasa is saying this. Immediately, what did they do? They set out to that place. On their way, they faced a challenge. The challenge was from a celestial being named Chitrarathan. Yes, he stopped them on the way and they went to Panchala. On the way, he stopped them and asked, "Will you fight with me?" Don't say Mahasuran is there or not. Say that there is no place for women. Do you know what this Chitrarathan did that is so significant? Arjuna can first use arrows to burn the chariot of Chitrarathan and turn it to ashes. This is the situation for your chariot. What is your situation? Bhima asks. Have you seen Arjuna's form? Your chariot has turned to ashes right in front of your eyes. He immediately said, "Think about what will happen to you." And forgetting his enmity, he brought them into the forest, guiding them to the shore of a river. He brought them to the abode of the sage Saumya. The ascetic is sitting very calmly and beautifully by the riverbank. As soon as he brought them and left, he said, "Tomorrow is the self-choice ceremony. You all should not be afraid. There should be no delay in leaving. Now I am bringing the sage Saumya to you. It is currently dark. With the torch in hand, without any delay, everyone is setting out to reach the borders of the Panchala kingdom. When they finally arrive here, there is absolutely no one at all in the Panchala kingdom who can be seen. Why bring that young man home? Kunti Devi has left, so take care of our mother. We will go to the self-choice ceremony. Now, this wonderful young man is leaving from his house.